Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Now, this master plan that New York City have is bringing light to the master plan that the United States have, and pretty much the UN and the nations have towards a certain group of people. And I'm going to let them expose themselves with their own plan. Okay? Because they spelling it out for you. They're giving you all the details of their plan. And so the plan is dealing with the internet. We know we got 5G making its appearance. Back in January, you had the 5G making an appearance, and soon as the 5G came on the scene, the so-called coronavirus or the COVID-19 came on the scene, and pretty much they went hand in hand. And so the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was being affected by these things the most. And it was high numbers of them catching the COVID-19. So when you look at this plan, it's going to spell out exactly what's going on with the 5G, with the COVID-19, and with the master plan of the United Nations, because all the nations is a part of this situation, even though you got the American cities bringing it out in a lot of their cities, because in the American cities you have segregation. You see, you have segregated neighborhoods. So in these segregated neighborhoods, you can target certain people, because in this certain neighborhood you got people that can pretty much be affected in that community or that neighborhood. So without further ado, let's get into this plan that these people got going on. Now, look, by Jason, and that's not a coincidence. The guy making the report got my name. Now, let's see here. July the 10th, 2020, there was an update. The New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announced that an acceleration of the city's internet master plan to provide high-speed internet 5G access across all 5 boroughs. The priority is the public housing community, the projects. Who live in the projects? The blacks and Hispanics. They are the priority of the master plan when it comes to the 5G and the results of the 5G, the COVID-19. A plan is very clear. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure out the plan. And these are the children of the so-called slave masters that brought us here on slave ships. You see? And it say the city would invest $157 million to connect 600,000 New Yorkers over the next 18 months, with $87 million of that redirected from the New York City Police Department budget. So they saying they want to defund the police. They sending some of the funds from the police to go toward giving these people 5G internet. You see, enhance the radiation in this neighborhood, because 5G coming with major radiation, major problems. Officials said they will prioritize 200,000 residents of the New York City Housing Authority for high-speed internet rollout, as they have suffered disproportionately from the effects of COVID-19. Oh my goodness. So they saying, we seen that we rolled it out, first of all, but now that we rolled it out, we seeing how they the ones, they being affected. It's working. So now we have to, what he said, accelerate. That means we have to increase the high-speed internet. We have to increase this thing, because we're seeing that it's affecting these people. It's working. Our master plan is working. We have to enhance this thing to make it even stronger so we can accomplish our goal. They say the broadband service has quickly become as necessary to modern life as electricity and running water. You see, that's the word. Talking smooth things. See, these people come talking smooth things. Let me get that real quick to give you the understanding of how these people think. They come talking smooth things. It's more, you got to depend on this thing like drinking water and electricity. Oh man, you don't get no better than that. Bear with me. Let's get this, and I want to show this to every person looking at this operation. Now, King David, he read these people's they rights so good. Now it says talking smooth thing. Let's get 50, 20. Okay, Salaki, let's go 55, 20. 55, 20, and 21. 55, Psalms 55, 20, 21. He said, he has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. You see, there people's at peace with them. They ain't fighting against these people. Then he said in 21, he said the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. See, the words are smooth. Oh, we know now that this thing has happened and it's affecting you guys so bad. We need to increase the thing and make it even better, because we need this thing. Like, it's so important. It's like electricity and water. We gotta bring it to you. You see? Then it say, but war is in his heart, because he know once he get this 5G going in these people's neighborhood, it's gonna wipe out their neighborhood. It's gonna be thousands of people being affected by this thing. What is it? 200,000 residents, 600,000 altogether. So this is gonna wipe out their neighborhood. He say, his words was softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You see, the words that he talking is softer than oil, but he got a sword ready to slice and murder somebody. Let me look at that again. He's spending big money too, almost $200 million for this operation. He said officially they said they will prioritize the 200,000 residents that live in the projects, but we know the Negroes and the Hispanics, who are the Israelites, live. You see, for high-speed internet rollout, and we trying to increase this thing. he announced an acceleration of the city's internet master plan. And it ain't just an internet, yeah, it's an internet master plan, but it's a master plan of these people that want to get rid of these individuals that live in those communities. It says broadband service has quickly become a necessity to modern life as electricity and running water. You see, smooth words are smoother than butter, softer than oil. Having it or not having it, it can be a matter of life and death. Oh my goodness. Particularly for communities of color. It's a matter of death. That's what it is. Well, you don't get no better than this. It don't get no better than this. Which may be cut off from critical health alerts and other information during the COVID-19 crisis. Boy, it don't get no better than that. What we at? 10. So, these people got a master plan, and the Negroes don't got no kind of sense to listen to when people trying to warn them and tell them certain things. In the midst of these people pretty much censoring everything we do, because we got to go through their system to bring the communication to the peoples. But the internet master plan in New York is the internet master plan all over the America, with the projects, with the communities of so-called colored people, whatever that means. But it's the so-called blacks and Hispanics, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom of Israel, who is in captivity to these people. And this is how they gonna try to get rid of the people and knock a lot of them off. But see, that's why it's so important for these Negroes to repent, because the Most High sent these people to do these things. See, that's what people don't understand. The Most High sent this nation to pretty much punish the wicked of the nation of Israel. The 2/3 is that he's sending this nation after the 2/3. You see, all of the 2/3 is not going to catch the lake of fire. A lot of these 2/3 is going to be knocked off by this nation. He said he beareth the sword not in vain. He's the authority, the higher authority that is ordained by God, Romans 13. So these Negroes better repent and wake up, because the Most High coming for you, not just the governments and all these people. They are ordained by the Most High. He coming for you. They are his avenger. So you playing a sick game when you disobeying the Most High and you acting like you don't see what the heck going on around here. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem and Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. The kingdom is at hand. Shalom.